Why can I never get that right? Good morning. Good morning. So, what are we doing today? We're having a conversation with an inanimate object. Good morning, Cindy. Good morning. Good morning. And Gail is here. And the Saturday crew. I like that. And another Gail. Good morning. Oh my goodness, Cindy's getting ready for a baby shower. Did you make yourself a little stuffed teddy bear? Not that you have to. It's just, just for the show. Oh, good morning, good morning, good morning. So, um, this is gonna sound really kind of wacky. Um, I don't know if any of you saw it, but earlier this week, somebody had put the question out there. Good morning, Doug. Doug is here. Evidently, it's raining out west. And Letty, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, so, I'm going. Letty wants to know who's going to Long Beach. I'm going. I wasn't going to go, but then I got some word about the Dallas Fort Worth. So, yes, I'm going. Good morning. And who is this? This looks like a new name to me. Capricia. I like it. Do, 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 do. Oh, Doug's got flash flood warnings in California. Letty, what does she say here? We're all in our places with bright, shiny faces. Karina, oh, you've got rain in South Africa as well. Good evening. Good evening to you. Oh, gosh. Cindy's going. Doug's going. Beautiful hot day in Texas. Yeah, we're doing okay. It's not hot. We're at 60, which is good. We'll take that, right? Did I see Frank's name pop up? Yeah. All right. So, like I was saying, in preparation for today, I had a conversation last night with Chat GPT. And I did this because earlier in the week, somebody put a question out there along the lines of, has anybody used Chat GPT to create a digitized embroidery file? Well, that was a good question. I thought it might be kind of fun just to see what happens with it. So, upper 80s in Texas. Yeah, I wouldn't need a jacket there, would I? So, what I did was in this conversation, Barb, good morning, Barb. So, in this conversation with ChatGPT, I copied everything and put it in a Word document. So, what we're going to do is, yes, I'm going to kind of read it, but I'm going to put it up on the screen so you can kind of follow along. Here we go. So, ChatGPT and I are kind of on a first name basis, and I told ChatGPT that, oh, I call him Chappie, that I was getting ready for this show today, and told him that last week I had seen this question about embroidery, creating a design, and here is his answer. He says the short answer is that AI can help with design files, but with limits. So, what can AI do? In general, embroidery files in a certain formats, uh, tools you're using allow formats to generate. For example, AI can create an SVG file or a raster file. It can provide a step-by-step stitch plan for color changes, layering, and pathing logic. Um, It it can create a machine readable format, but only if the AI tool is explicitly tooled for that. And we'll talk about that later. What AI cannot do is to create an actual file, a production ready embroidery stitch file, PESJEF, uh, EXP, It's not natively supported in this environment unless tools are enabled. These formats require stitch control, stitch density control, underlay type, pole compensation, everything that we do in digitizing. Barb says it's in the 40s up in Minnesota. Good morning, Diane. Good morning. So, what's the next one? Um, that's real digitizing work. An excellent human digitizer. Catch that word there? Human. Human will still do a better job than a general AI model. Let's see. Hold on. Cindy has something here. My friend Sue Wilson Brown with OMI Embroidery has created StitchBot for answering embroidery questions. It's a pay subscription, very impressive. Cindy, can you put a link up so that I can add that to the description area of our YouTube? Thank you. So, so here's some important parts. If someone asks, can ChatGPT make embroidery files? The accurate answer is AI can help create, but not replace a real digitizer. It can generate the artwork, stitch sequences, basic machine formats if supported, but not high quality, ready to stitch files automatically. Quality digitizing still requires human judgment. Let's see. Then Chappie offered, because he's always trying to help, offered to craft a clear, functional explanation to give to your broadcast, friendly, accurate, non-scary to your audience. So I kind of went past that question. I said, you said you can generate a machine readable format only if supported by environment. Some AI tools can house DST, PSX, but only when enabled. Can you explain this? So that question, basically, I asked Chappie to explain what what was said earlier about machine formats if supported, about this if supported part. So what only if supported by environment really means is that AI does not inherently contain embroidery digitizing engine. I don't have the capability to build and generate stitch files. It requires special algorithms that understand densities, pathing, um, all of the things that we take into consideration when we're digitizing. It's not built into an AI model. So how could AI systems output embroidery format? Some platforms use a chat GPT or other AI models to add extra software layer or plugins on top of the AI. These add-ons interpret the AI output. Oh, hang on a second. I think I want to go back here for a minute. Gail is saying that is it Bay Bay machine model representative did one in Atlantic City show, told me his design was on the machine, was created by AI, the paid version. I kind of like to see that. Barb wants to know if I have this document available. I can. I can put it up in, I can put it as a shareable document. Sure. Okay, so here's, Gail, here's why I'm questioning that. Um, because in this, like I said, I asked ChatGPT about those extra layers or extra plugins. Of course, he admitted that he does not have the plugins himself. He can talk about digitizing and help design work, cannot directly emit a true machine stitch file. In summary, can assist with the artwork, the planning, the understanding, but cannot generate a real file. If you want, I can help you clarify. Okay. Before I ask you the next question, I just wanted to assure Chappie that I wasn't seeking out other AI services. That I really like. We're kind of on a first name basis here. Um, I use him for some other things, for another a website that I work through, and he's been very helpful with that. So I really don't want to discourage him. I don't want him to think I'm going someplace else. Here are some tools or platforms close to what you described, though none are exactly Chat GPT with turnkey embroidery engines built in. What I read that to mean, at least not wisely known one. Here are a few good examples, how they work and what they don't do yet. So, what I interpret that to mean, Gail, yes. Gail says she has that file that was used in Atlantic City. I'd like to see that. Thank you. Um, Examples of AI or digitized friendly tools. Oh, hang on, I lost my mouse. Gail says that there are many AI programs other than ChatGPT, like DeepSeek, which is a China-based AI, and much better than ChatGPT. Barb says, in addition, ChatGPT is great for gathering information. I use it in description writing and still need to proofread. Yes, you do. Anytime you ask an AI bot to write for you, you want to double check it. You want to make sure that it sounds like it's coming from you. So, anyways, what I interpreted this to mean, some tools, platforms come close, but a built-in embroidery engine, is that auto digitizing, the auto digitizing function in our embroidery softwares, such as Inkscape, um, Turtle Stitch. Never heard of that one, but it's out there. AI visual tools can do a mock-up or preview, but not a stitch file. Um, what I interpreted is that auto digitizing is artificial intelligence. Yes, it's programmed. All of this is in programming. It's programmed for certain rules and conditions. And from those rules and conditions, the ifs, ands, ors, buts of the language will create uh, a facsimile of what you're asking from it. Why there isn't yet a perfect AI embroidery engine combo. Embroidery digitizing requires more than just generating the stitch file. It needs to know the stitch counts, the densities, the pathing, the underlay, port full compensation, and more. AI image generators are very good at visual, and it is. Oh, I'm losing some of your comments here. Let me go back. Uh, Karina, you're exactly right. It is more fun and satisfying doing it from start to end. Let's see. I don't have the file. I have a tote bag that he stitched the file on. Oh, I'd love to see that. Okay, that's fine, Gail. Thanks. I would be, Cindy, I would be afraid to run AI file on my machine. And Letty, there are hundreds of AI programs with more coming out daily, but I still will caution you get what you pay for. That is so right. Just like with Hatch, you can take a design and auto digitize something. And it's not always the best. Barb agrees. We all agree, Letty. We all agree auto digitizing is not the way to go. I mean, if you're making just a square, yes, you can do that. But if you're doing a summer scene over the hills with the sunrise, yeah, it's not going to work. So, anyways, let's go back to this next question. Here, uh, why there isn't yet a perfect AI embroidery. It requires not just generating the image, but all this other stuff that it needs to know. Converting a pretty picture to a good quality stitch file is still a specialized job. Some academic research uh, exists, but there are more foolproof concepts than production ready professional digitizing tools. So it's in development, but it's not going to happen tomorrow. Bottom line, yes, there are tools that combine smart automation. No, there is not a widely used AI bot that you can ask, make me a file. Tools can absolutely help, part of the workflow, generate the design, mock-ups, even real stitch files, but many designers will still want to tweak them manually for best results. Again, what I interpret that to mean is that digitizing softwares that have auto digitizing use interpretation of its programming to create your file, but you will still need to tweak it. Let's see. I can. He wants to know if I want him to check commercial AI-driven digitizing tools. That's the part I wanted you to see. Current commercial AI-driven digitizing tools. Paid tools, newer ones that tell you what's out there right now. Yes, that would be nice. Done some digging, and here's what commercial tools in 2025 you can mention in your broadcast what they do and what they're good at, and yet don't fully deliver when it comes to AI powered automatic embroidery digitizing. Ta-da! First on the list will come Embroidery Studio. I'm assuming, I'm making an assumption, and please tell me if I'm wrong. I'm making an assumption that everybody knows what Willcome software is. If not Willcome, you know its baby sister, Hatch, Hatch Embroidery Digitizer. Embred, it's out there too. Cole Desi Design Deck. Oh, this tool is explicitly cited as having AI design creation tools and claims rapid AI generated designs. That might be one to look at, just look at, not that I would use it. What it promises is AI creation system generated on trend designs in seconds, maintain quality at cold desi. Important caveats. Marking claims may not reflect the full production grade stitch file without manual refinement. Still likely needs the human adjustment. Probably one of those upfront AI marketing tools in this space right now. Ink stitch, right? And why AI automatic digitizing promise still has asterisks. According to sources, AI powered tools can automate a lot of work. But articles also caution that AI at this point cannot create an embroidery design. It still struggles with complex details. It can probably figure out the stitch count, but maybe it can't lay those stitches in. There are no good auto-convert embroidery software on the market. The stitch angles are wrong, the files are wrong, the stitch order is wrong, the underlay is wrong. This is information that Chappie pulled off of Reddit. So yes, AI is here. Yes, it speeds things up, but the quality, especially for machine production or tricky fabrics, still often depends on the human digitizer's expertise. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, so the last thing I asked was if he would be available today, if you guys had any questions. And you're right, Doug. I agree with you. It's not going to happen tomorrow, but sometime in the future, there will be an auto digitizing format that will do a much better job than what we're doing now. And it will probably have some sort of artificial intelligence structure in it. So we have a few minutes. Um, I can open up ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Off subject. Barb says she's been watching a YouTube series on Joan of Arc reproduction costumes with hand stitching on garments and hand stitch embroidery. Ooh, might have to check that out. There was this happened years ago. Somebody, what is that? Cosplay, costume. Uh, I had a client that approached me. I had a client that approached me to digitize um, embroidery elements for his Doctor Strange, which is a Marvel comic character, um, the epaulets and some of the decorations for his cape, the cape that flies around by itself. And that was interesting. He provided me with lots of up close photos that I could work with. And as far as I know, it came out pretty good. So going back to chat, did you guys have any questions for Chappie? He's right here. And like, Barb had asked earlier, I will make sure that this document, I will save it in a PDF format and I will make it available in my share folder on OneDrive. Oh, Bernadette Banner is the YouTuber. She does hand sewn vintage garments and costumes. I'm gonna look for that. Thank you, Barb. So bottom line, bottom line, AI, artificial intelligent embroidery digitizing, is what we refer to as auto digitizing in its current format. Um, and anybody that has auto digitized anything with any complexities knows that it doesn't do a very good job. In fact, in most cases, you would be better off just manually digitizing the whole thing rather than spending all this time trying to fix something that initially looks terrible. Oh, Letty said that she did an embroidery reconstruction for the red silk robe from Bram Stoker's Dracula. You have any pictures of that, Letty? I'd love to see it. I wish I had pictures of the Doctor Strange work that I did. Um, but that was I want to say back 100 years ago. Um, so yes, what we understand auto digitizing to be, you'd be much better off just learning how to manually digitize and creating your file from start using the tools and the functions available in your software. Um, Many times it's going to take so much more work to fix what looks terrible rather than to do it straight away. So, okay, it was mentioned earlier. Um, I am going to uh, Impressions Expo Long Beach in January. I will be traveling on Tuesday the 20th, spending the week there, the rest of the week, I should say, and then coming back on Saturday the 24th. Both of those days are going to be travel days. I usually try to bring my work with me so that I can be available to help anybody. And I might not be working per se. I might have it available in case somebody needs a tweak or a change, but maybe not taking orders and working orders. What is this, Doug? Doug says auto digitizing isn't the true sense of AI. It isn't continuing to learn. Okay, good point. It would have to continue to analyze ongoing files to get better. You're right. You're right. Um, our current softwares, as they are built right now, are not true AI in the sense that they are not continuing to learn and grow and change. God, doesn't that sound like a bad science fiction movie? Actually, a really good science fiction movie, but scary because it's really happening. Cindy sent me a package. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I'll watch for it. Um, Cindy is so nice and generous. Thank you. So I am going to Impressions Expo Long Beach. I will be taking the toolkit workshop. Save me a seat. Doug says to save him a seat at Long Beach. Um, Ramona, Eric Campbell, Christine from Can. Oh, Christine's going to be there. Awesome. Candle Thread went to dinner. Yes, we did. It was a great time. It was a great time. Okay. I'm also planning to go to Applique Getaway, which I believe is in July. And I want to go to uh, the United Print. What is that? United Print. It was in Florida this year. It'll be in Las Vegas next year. Um, our airport, our local airport actually flies uh, 2 or 3 times to Las Vegas. I can get a really cheap seat. You're welcome, Diane. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, until next week, if you have any thoughts, if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Quick to stitch at gmail.com. Thank you, Barb. I thought it was a good topic too. Something kind of off center of what we normally do. But send me an email if there's something you have a question about, and I'll do a little bit of research. Maybe put something together. Printers United. That's the one. Uh, September next year. Karina, thank you. Okay, so again, find me if you need me. I will be around. Thank you, everybody. And fun? Do you have more questions? Do you want to learn something new? Join me at quicktostitch.com for coffee and conversation, and we'll talk about it. Embroidery machines, designs, and business. Hope to see you soon. Bye now.